Hi everyone, and welcome to another video. This is going to be kind of just a big plan with me video because I haven't done a plan with me video in a while, and I made a lot of changes between August and October, and I just wanted to kind of show you guys the transition between the 3 months so that way you guys can kind of see what changes I made, why, how I tweaked things, that kind of thing. So I did move between journals from September to October. So August and September will be in my 4th bullet journal, and then, right? 4th? Yeah, 4th bullet journal, and then October is in my 5th. So let me open up this one. Hopefully the lighting is okay. I kind of tweaked my lighting situation, so hopefully it's a little better. Is this August? It is. Okay. Starting off with August. Usual thing here. Oops. My monthly stayed the same for the most part. Habit tracker was huge. I tried mood and energy trackers. Didn't necessarily like it. I didn't like how I set it up. I wish I would have set it up differently. But yeah, basically there's that. I tried my productivity tracker and I fell off about halfway through, a little over halfway through. Memories page still going strong. Finances and social media are basically the same thing. I just, at the end of August, I really fell off of it. So a lot of these did not get done. So, oops. D&D notes. I didn't even finish my lettering challenge. Tried these dailies, which I thought were super duper fun. And no, is this the one I did it for? No, okay. Tried vertical dailies, really liked it. Had a wedding weekend that I had to pack for, which was nice. This week was just hell week, basically, and I just didn't even, I was going to do this all super pretty, and then I messed up on the dates on everything, and I was just, you know what, 3-day weekend, we're good. Really love how these turned out. I wish I had enough stuff going on every day to do full page dailies, because I really like them, but I just can't. Then we have another weekly. I really like this weekly too. This one worked really well for me. I might bring this one back. So that was August, so you guys can see all of those pages. September went from this monthly, let's see, went from this kind of monthly that I've been using for a while to back to a box calendar. I haven't had a box calendar in forever. Just, it never worked for me. I didn't know why. And so I went to my list calendar, and this worked for a really long time, but I realized that this was kind of just not working for me. It wasn't, I don't know, it didn't work for me. I couldn't ever keep anything straight. I would forget things, that kind of thing. So switched to this and loved it. Everything about it. My goal section, as always, is fairly not touched because that's just who I am as a person, I guess. But I really liked this. I didn't have to use a ruler or anything. I just did the boxes myself, which was really nice. And overall, I really liked it. I obviously used it a lot more than I used this, so really love how this looks. Habit tracker, I changed from this big thing, which was just super overwhelming, to a 1-page horizontal tracker, and I think it worked really well for me. I did pretty well for August, but I think I did even better in September with this change because it didn't seem as huge and as big, and I kind of lowered my expectations. I don't know if that's the right word, but just I got rid of a lot of tasks I wanted to do every day, and that took a lot of stress off of me, and I was actually able to do more because I wasn't thinking about all the things I had to do. If we go to memories, I just nixed the productivity tracker. I just didn't like it. It didn't work for me anymore, so done. My memories page, I do really still like this. I really recommend it for anybody who just wants a quick log, but I wanted something a little more structured, and I wanted to focus more on gratitude. So I put memories and gratitude together, and I love it. Like, I was able to put so much on here that I feel like I wouldn't have been able to fit on here, and it's nice because I can accurately see what day it happened on. It's nice to read. It's easy for me to see. Really like this setup, and it was fun to be able to put what I was grateful for, and it's kind of fun to look back on because on September 13th I was grateful for pizza, so that tells you how my day went. I started my wealth mindset and intentions pages. I have intentions pages for October. I moved this to the front of my next bullet journal, so I didn't have that last month, but I really enjoy these spreads. Instagram and finances look a bit different, or social media anyway. Looks a little different, but not really. My finance tracker is basically the same. It didn't really change at all. I just made this a little better. But my social media page changed quite a bit. I really did like the look of my productivity tracker, but I just it was almost like my habit tracker, and this was just too much. It was way too much for me. I couldn't commit to doing all of these things every day, and it bothered me. It just made me not want to do anything, so I got rid of this altogether. And since I still really liked the look of that, I put it into my Instagram tracker, so I was actually able to see when I posted, how many posts I did, and I was able to track all 3 of my main accounts, which was nice. So I really like that change. It's a lot nicer for me. It's not this huge, 2 huge calendars I have to worry about and track and stuff. This is basically, instead of tracking stories, live streams, and post to Instagram, I am literally just posting if I post it or not, and that's mainly all I'm really worried about. Once I figured that out, I used it all month. It was really nice. It was just nice to actually feel like I was tracking something and staying somewhat accountable and stuff, so just felt really good. I didn't really change my YouTube a whole lot. I just made it look nicer. So basically this half is Instagram, this half is YouTube. And I just got rid of the live stream section because I ended up never doing them. They changed my schedule so much at work that I just can't get into a rhythm of it. So maybe someday, but I'm not doing them enough to track them, in my opinion. So yeah, I just have the days I uploaded on here, which I don't mind if it's, a calendar, good visual for me, and then my plans for this month, and then the next month. The next month I never really ever ink in. It's just always pencil because I want to change it maybe. But yeah, those are the changes for that. Lots of changes to my social media, and I loved all the changes I made. Switched from 4 pages for D&D to 2, and of course, right when I do that, we have a lot going on. So yeah, I tried a doodle challenge because I thought it would be really fun, and I just fell off of it. It ended up being too much. I'll probably go back and finish this someday, just not right now. I might work on it tomorrow. I'm not sure, but it'll get done eventually. All month I did these vertical weeklies, just like this one. I did I did all month in this, so it was really nice because the first 8 days were like a week and a day, so it was nice because it fit on all 4 pages. And then I just went straight into the next week. Obviously didn't use my brain dump very much, and I had room to decorate and do stickers and stuff. some brain dump stuff, more vertical dailies, which I'm actually, by the time this is up, you guys will have seen this done in a video. You can go ahead and watch that on my channel. It was super fun to make. I think someone's literally trying to mow at 10 o'clock at night. What is going on? Another section of decoration. I tried this weekly out. It's okay. I'm not like super in love with it. I obviously, like, I used it, which was nice, and it was nice to see the whole week at a glance rather than cut half and half like these. And I'm finding more and more that I like seeing a full week at once, so I'm not sure if I'm going to bring back the full weekly and dailies behind it or not. I don't think so. I really kind of just like having it all in one place. So yeah, I mean, I like how it looks. I got a lot of comments on the color and how nice it looked, so not entirely sure how I feel about it, but I did use it, so that's nice. And then I did a full page daily because I thought I was going to be fancy, and I ended up doing nothing that day. So that tells you how it goes. And then the rest of the month is just, and the rest of this bullet journal is just notes from a boot camp I did. So keeping September in mind, go back to the beginning here. I have my 5th bullet journal, which now has the decal on it that my mom got me. Let's see here. Oops. Okay, so October, you can see that my planning page is very much empty compared to September's. For some reason, I don't know, I just didn't feel compelled to write all these things I wanted to try that I most likely would not try. I was very content with how September turned out. I just kind of went with the nitty-gritty, what I knew worked, and I'm just rolling with it. Like, why change anything? Why try anything new if what I'm doing is working? So that's basically what I'm going off of. And the fact that I only had 2 things that didn't work, and they were 2 very small things. You know, I'm fairly close to planner piece enough to where I didn't feel the need to try anything, and that's totally okay. I'm doing whatever works. So October. This theme was brought to you by Sunshine and Stationery. She gave me the idea of ghost kitties, so that's what's happening in sheets. So went back with the box calendar. I kind of wish I would have went with the full square, but it's okay. I just did the corners this time. I got rid of the playlist section and I just did goals, and I kind of just did the goals I really thought I would work toward. They're basically the same as here, just a little bit more spaced out and less crazy looking. And I added more color code stuff just because I felt like a lot of personal stuff that I had in September was just a section all its own. So I just tried to break it up a little bit with different colors. So far, October isn't as busy as September was, which is okay. Same habit tracker, same intentions page. The wealth mindset page I had is actually in the front of my bullet journal, which you would have seen in my migration video right there. So it's in here all the time. So yeah, same concept with the habit tracker. I tweaked the tasks a little bit. So instead of having physical, personal, and food/diet, I have body, personal, and skin, because I started skincare hardcore. Like you can see my skincare I did every single day. I started it on that day and I went all the way through. So I wanted just a separate section for my skincare because I wanted to keep a little bit better track of it. And all of this has to do with my body anyway, so I just kind of moved things around to make it less huge on one side. So yep, I have hydrate, no PM, which is meaning no food past 8 p.m. for me. Less than 1 pop, which I'm doing kind of bad at. And then this sad section right here is me trying to be fit and it's not working. So yeah, let's just pretend that's not there. Then I have bullet journaling, makeup, read, create, rest, which is basically rest day, my period, waking up at 7 or 8 in the morning, which is going to be moot. Is that the right word? Because I have to be at work at 7 or 9 every day almost from now on, so it's gonna suck, but oh well. And then money, so basically just keeping track of my money situation. Cleaning, which I basically only have to do once a week on my day off, which is also going to change now that I think about it, so oops. And then my intentions, and then my skin is just my cleanser, my toner, my moisturizer, and if I do a mask that day, because I want to keep track of how many masks I'm doing, because I've heard that too many is not good. So yeah, just change it up a little bit. My finances and social media. Oops. So there's September's. It's basically the same thing. I didn't really change anything. I liked how it worked so much that I just kept it. So I am trying a new thing here. I'm really into the spend now, spend later thing, where if I spend something now, it's just to keep me going, keep me happy. If I decide not to buy something, I'm going to put the amount I would have spent on that thing I was going to buy into my savings, so that way it builds my savings faster and stuff, because I kind of dipped into it a lot in the last 2 months between my vacation, my car, and just everything else. I've kind of dipped into it a lot, and I want to try and build it up a little faster than just my weekly savings. So if I ever say, oh, I want to buy that, and then change my mind, I'm going to keep track of how much that item or items, or how much those items were, and then put that same amount into my savings. So it'll be like I spent it, but it's just benefiting my future self. So hopefully that makes sense. So yeah, didn't really change much with this one. Memories and gratitude are the same. I made an autumn bucket list, which I made a summer bucket list if you saw my Instagram a while ago, and I actually did pretty good on it, surprisingly, and I'm already doing really well on my autumn one. So this was super fun to make. Again, I'm doing the 2-day for my D&D stuff. I'll probably regret it because I think I have quite a few days for each one. About 4 each, so unless we take a ton of notes one day, I should be able to fit it pretty well, but I mean, you saw last month it was like all over the place. I made this completely from scratch, basically. I'm actually going to do a video in the future on making custom weeklies, because I'm starting to get the hang of it. I really want to share how I personally do it, and I really, really like how this works. I'm going to use this again, definitely. This is today, so this is tomorrow, actually. I was supposed to go to Chicago with my friend, and we both decided we didn't feel like going, so we're gonna meet up at a cafe instead and work on stuff. So this is just my daily of stuff that was supposed to be a Chicago log, but it is now just my to-do list of stuff to do, and it's just a daily. And then one of my favorite setups for weeklies I just did over here, because this one was over here. So and it shouldn't be a very busy week. I mean, if you look at this is like one of my emptiest weeks, so there's not a whole lot going on, so it should be okay to only have that much. And that's it. So I hope this was helpful. I really wanted to show off all the changes for my last 3 months, just because a lot of changes happened between August and October, and I really just wanted to show you guys that real quick. So I'm trying to squeeze all the videos out from this journal that I can, so that way I can just focus on this one. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. I really wanted to make this video, and I hope you found this helpful. I think it's really important to show the process of tweaking spreads and figuring out what works for you first before you try new things. And, well, obviously, try things, figure out what works for you, but just kind of hone in and just figure out what truly works for you rather than trying all these things everyone else is doing. So I know I had a lot of fun filming this. I kind of just did it on a whim. It's like almost 10 o'clock at night when I'm doing this. So yeah, go ahead and click that like button if you did. Comment down below and tell me which spreads that you are currently working on fixing for yourself and your journal. Subscribe for more bullet journal videos and relatables videos every once in a while, and click the little bell for notifications for whenever I upload. You'll see all the up close photos of these spreads on my Instagram at Haley Journals, and I will see you peeps in the next video. Bye bye.